Hello, my name is Lee Wakefield, and I'm really excited to tell you about something that I love to do. And my life is just terrific because of this instrument. And maybe you've already guessed what this is, but it's the clarinet. And it's been a fabulous instrument for me to play all my life. I was thinking before I came down today what this has meant to me. And when I was about maybe some of your age, about in 5th grade, I started to play the clarinet, and I still recall the day that I got it. It was a beautiful fall afternoon. It was about 70 degrees with a slight breeze. And remember, the light was coming in through the windows. There was my clarinet. I could hardly wait to put it together and get the sounds produced on it. But my parents said I had to wait until my first lesson to do that. So I had to be patient, which is very hard for me to do. But about a couple weeks after that, I learned how to put it together and make its first sounds. And it's a good memory, and it's why I keep playing. The clarinet is part of the woodwind family. Other woodwinds are the oboe, the flute, bassoon, also saxophone is part of this family. And it's due to how we make the sound. The instrument is made from wood, but the way we produce sound is due to this reed. And the reed is what produces the first vibration on it. And I don't know, maybe some of you like me when I was a kid, and I still like to do it. Go pick a piece of grass, you put that blade of grass between your thumbs and you get a real buzzy type sound. This is the same way that we produce the sound on the clarinet. From this tiny piece of wood, it's actually bamboo cane, gets a vibration. And I put it on the opening of my mouthpiece. You'll see that there's a facing to the mouthpiece. And then I hold this little piece of wood, the reed, onto my mouthpiece using a ligature. So the ligature holds the reed onto the mouthpiece, and I put it on the facing of the mouthpiece. That's the opening, and the ligature holds that reed on. And part of what we all do is we form our face, our mouth, makes an embouchure. And that's what creates the muscles around it to make it vibrate. But when I just blow on this mouthpiece, it makes the strangest sound. It almost sounds like a party horn on New Year's Eve. But when I put this onto the body of my clarinet, it produces a whole different timbre and sound. You're going to notice that the clarinet has all these tone holes and keys on them. Isn't that an amazing thing that it does? After that real screechy sound, when I put it back onto the body of the instrument, we can produce those different colors. The clarinet has a beautiful, low, rich tone. As well as a very high register. That produces different colors and timbres just in the way that you think about coloring. So sometimes in music, rather than thinking of colors, we think of sounds and how sounds work together. So the sounds of the woodwind family blend with the sounds of the strings in an orchestra, and blends with the sounds of the brass and the excitement of the percussion. So when you hear the clarinet sound, it's kind of a medium voice or a low voice. It can hang out with the low dwellers in the orchestra. It can also go quite high up into the upper register and hang out with the flutes and the upper violins. So we kind of live in a different area all the way through the orchestra. And this is the same in band too, is the way composers will use our sound to help things work together and develop their ideas through sound, just like painters do with color. The clarinet can play lyrically, as well. It can be used to play fast, happy melodies. But the thing I enjoy most about music is certainly the tone and what we can do on the clarinet, but it's also the opportunity to have fun with my friends. So my life as a professional musician is I get a chance to play with the Fargo-Moorhead Symphony, a large group of musicians. We rehearse throughout the year and present concerts, and I also have a chance to play in smaller groups, woodwind quintets, perform solo recitals and things like this. So it's not only just playing the instrument, but it's also a social thing. It's the way we have a chance to get together and enjoy that opportunity. So it's really a whole life type thing that I enjoy about it. One of my favorite things to do on the clarinet, and this is actually by a composer, George Gershwin, and it's called a smear. Plus, I can make it laugh like that, which I really like to tease my friends with. So the clarinet is really a fun instrument to play. It has that low, beautiful register, the upper register. It has the ability to blend with other instruments that no other instrument has. We can laugh on it, we can cry on it, we can do all sorts of things that really brings out composers' interests and makes it a real treat to play.
This program is funded by the North Dakota Council on the Arts, the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, and by the members of Prairie Public.